love more, listen more, respect more, and trust more. Because you're in this together, and together with patience and kindness, you will figure it out somehow. This day, some say it was a long time coming, but I think it came exactly the right time.
I've called Jake and Katie two of my very best friends for the better part of the last decade. I do not think I could ever fully articulate the impact they've had on my life or what they mean to me. So we'll just say they've carved out a nice little rent-free space in my heart, and I could not be more thrilled for them for today. Today has been a long time coming, and it is an honor to lead this ceremony. Many moons ago in 2014, on a happen-chance camping trip to the sand dunes here in Colorado, Katie met Jake. A like-minded connection sparked and a friendship grew. And that friendship grew and grew and grew and stayed very much a friendship, much to Jake's dismay. But in those years, while Jake and Katie camped and hiked and snowboarded and traveled, little did they realize they were learning everything about each other and falling in love with one another for exactly who they are. So long story short, after stewing for 6 years and on a magical trip to Marble, Katie realized her soulmate had been in front of her eyes this entire time. A long-awaited love letter written by Katie, left in Jake's mailbox, sealed the deal, and the rest is history. They forged this bond for years and set the foundation that makes this a truly great love. One that will last a lifetime.
You have the spirit of a wild Mustang. Crossbred with a Sonoran desert toad that is soaking in its own DMT secretions. When we found each other, I had a basic idea of what I wanted to do with my life. But I didn't have any idea of what I wanted to be as a man. I was evolving into the person before you this afternoon. Never entirely certain what lay beyond the next turn, I had spent my whole life sifting through piles of rubbish and trying to figure out where I had to be and when I had to be there in order to not miss this opportunity. Just following my heart around like some sort of celestial compass, trying to find you. But now I know that camping trip to the sand dunes was quite literally the beginning of the rest of my life, of our lives. Every unconventional twist and turn of my rambling existence had led me to that moment. It had all led me to you. And in the time between that hot afternoon in July and the day when you left a love letter in my mailbox, 5 years later, we not only nurtured our friendship into something out of a folktale, but I grew into the man who stands beside you today. Having realized that I could possess no greater ambition as a man than to be the best possible husband that I can be for you. I've never wanted anything so badly in all my life. As your husband, I will be the rock that you have revealed to me through example. As your friend, I will always give you the unrelenting honesty which our relationship is steeped in. As your partner in crime, I will always advocate plausible deniability and the retention of counsel. I am here for you, unconditionally, filled with gratitude, overflowing with optimism, saturated by the love we share, and humbled to become a part of your family.
really got a lot to follow. My whole life, I've looked to the mountains to ground me. The mountains are the most solid, unwavering forms in our landscape. As a little girl, I would look at them filled with so much wonder as to what adventures they held. As an adult, exploring for years, they built me for who I am today. The mountains pushed me to be better, be stronger, and to never to forget to stop and smell the wildflowers. It's a place where there's always room to grow, but also forgiveness to fall. It is my peace and serenity. Fortunately, I'm lucky enough to have found these very qualities in you. My forever. Standing on the highest peaks is how I feel loving you. It's so much to be grateful for, so pure that it's absolutely humbling. Growing up, I was surrounded by great loves, impermeable loves, the kind of love that's worth fighting for, working for, and celebrating every day. This gave me the tools to build something really special with you. My mom would joke that finding your person shouldn't be like catching a rabbit. You shouldn't have to tiptoe around trying not to scare the poor thing away. It should be easy. It should be effortless, and they should love you for all your good and all of your weird. 3 years ago, I fell head over heels for your kind of weird, but this took time, as most good things do. I met you 8 years ago, and you were wild as free as your pup named Dee. We became fast friends. And for 5 of those years, we traveled thousands of miles, usually in these hills, as friends. But this allowed us to get to know each other without any pressure that can come with dating. You showed me time and time again that you're the most trustworthy, genuine, loyal, and caring soul. And other than my dad, I feel the most safe with you. You, and only you, could push me out of a helicopter strapped to a snowboard down in Abby's shoes and make me laugh and almost forget the fact that I could have died. But you are the reason my family sleeps at night. Over the past 3 years, you've proven to me that together we can tackle our craziest adventure yet, building a life together, and I couldn't be more excited about it. But today is about making promises to each other for the rest of our days. And while it may be unknown to both of us, but we've been doing this for years. So maybe it was us driving around promising to never stop exploring. Or maybe it was laying under the stars promising to find stillness in the chaos. Or maybe it's you promising me you won't eat my chicharron while I'm at work. Any of this such has gotten us to this point today. I promise to love you endlessly, care for you till the stars fade, and give you my all. Today, I give you my heart and soul for all eternity. I love you, Mr. Briggs, and I'm honored to be the one that you choose to give your heart. I will cherish it, I will protect it, and I will savor every minute I have with you. May I never take for granted what we build together or any time spent with you. May I never forget to laugh as life throws us curveballs. And just like that night in Marble, laying under the stars, knowing that I have you, that's all I need in this world. You, John Doe Briggs, are a dandy of a buck. And I love you.
Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintances, friends, companions, lovers, and even teachers. For you have learned so much about one another in these last 8 years, and this is just the start. May your life together be blessed with prosperity and good health. May you always share open and honest communication between each other. May you respect each other's individual talents and gifts and support each other's individual pursuits. May you cherish the home and family you will create together. May all the years to come be fulfilled with moments that celebrate and renew your love. May your love be a lifelong source of excitement, contentment, affection, respect, and devotion for one another. Jake and Katie, in the presence of this good company, by the power of your love, I now pronounce you as husband and wife. Jake, you may kiss your bride.
great honor to announce to you Mr. and Mrs. Jake and Katie Briggs. Good back.
Always keep having fun together and doing spontaneous, fun adventures that you two both love so much. And it's what brought you together, of course.